Greetings, YouTube. Today I'd like to talk about a type of equipment. I don't have a specific brand for this one. I don't know who made this tool. This is a pin vise. It's a very, very useful tool, and I find it handy in my shop all the time. This was made in the USA. It's got somebody says made in the USA here, and somebody's engraved it with an RL on one side, and that's the only markings I can really find on this thing. So I don't know if I'm missing something or not, but regardless, I love this thing. This one in particular model is made out of aluminum. I've got another one that's made out of steel, though it doesn't have as useful a handle. What I like about this handle is I just put a chamfer on this bolt. I cut the bolt down because I need a very short 3/8 inch bolt. And putting a chamfer on that while holding this in your hand would be difficult, and you're very likely going to get your fingers, or at least your gloves, against that belt. It's going to be very hard to do that. But because I have this, I can hold this here to hold the collar and then spin this, and I get a nice chamfer all the way around that does exactly what I need it to do, and I'm away from the belt. I am not touching the belt. I find it very handy when I'm working on my my grinding wheel. I'll put an object in there like this, and as long as I am moving in direction against, like this direction, so that I'm pushing against the jaws, it's not going to go anywhere. And I can take this right here and I can ride it. I can ride that along the little shelf on my grinding wheel, and it gives me a lot of control if I need to get a precise grinding angle or shape on something that's very short. And this is very handy. It also has a little notch in here in case you want to do like a piece of threaded rod or a bolt or something if like for a threaded rod doesn't have a head, so you're going to use that instead. This is just very, very handy. I don't know exactly where I think I picked this up. I think it was an estate sale. When I go to estate sales, sometimes I'm just grabbing tools and throwing them into a box, and then I'll pay for the entire box as one lot. So sometimes I'm grabbing things because I think that looks cool. I'll figure out how to use it later, because if you don't, you can't go back and get things in an estate sale. If you don't grab it right away, they're gone. And this is just a great little design. It's super simple. It's obviously commercial, and again, made in the US. I don't know who made it. Maybe it came with another piece of equipment. Maybe this came with like a grinding wheel or a belt sander set, a kit, and this was in the box or something. So that's why it doesn't have a branding on it. It was just part of something else. So I've broken up the set, even if the set still existed by the time I got to it. But yeah, get yourself a pin vise. They are so useful. I would be lost without this thing, seriously. And quite frankly, so would my fingertips.